Good evening, everyone. My name is Laura McMenamin. I'm co-advisor of NHS this year, and welcome to our National Honor Society induction ceremony. If you could please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'd like to ask Aaliyah Braun to come to the stage to sing the Star Spangled Banner for us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets, the red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Thank you, Aaliyah. That was beautiful. Welcome to Principal Dr. McKinnon, Assistant Principal Mr. Granfield, Director of Athletics and Activities Mr. Jason Pacheco, members of our Faculty Council. If you could just stand for us, please. Thank you. Parents, guests, if you could also please rise, if you were invited. And students, we are extremely happy to be here this year. As you know, there were changes in the organization of National Honor Society, which halted the induction last year. So we are here tonight to recognize those seniors who held on, completed their applications, and survived their interview. I would like to recognize the inductees for a moment. Thank you. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the Faculty Council for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our National Honor Society chapter. For the inductees, we hope you will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence that you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to have been inducting new members since 1959. Today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community.
The tradition of this chapter is to nominate a Teacher of the Year, but due to the change in schedule for the induction, we would like to introduce a graduate and a former student of mine. He's a member and was a member of the National Honor Society and a graduate of Westport High in 2017. This young man graduated from the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth with a major in political science in 2021. He is currently a research consultant. This young man was involved in student council, the golf team, and of course, NHS. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce Mr. Evan Gendro.
First, I just wanted to thank Mrs. Ruel for asking me to speak tonight, and to Westboro High School for the great work that they continue to do every day. I also want to congratulate all of you for your hard work that got you here today. I certainly understand the long nights of homework and the early mornings cramming and studying before a test, so congratulations to all of you. You should be very proud of all the hard work that you put into to get here. Just a little about myself. As Ms. Ruel mentioned, my name is Evan Gendro. I'm from the class of 2017 and a former member of NHS. After graduating from Westport High, I attended UMass Amherst for a year, and then I went to UMass Dartmouth, where I received a bachelor's in political science, almost 2 years ago this winter, actually. And while in college, I got involved in the public policy field, which I worked to inform policymaking at the local, state, regional level, and I had the opportunity to work on a wide range of issues from economic development to public health. But many of the skills that are required for that type of work, and others as well, were instilled right here at Westport High School. And especially are resembled in the pillars of the NHS, which are scholarship, service, leadership, and character. And those aren't just pillars of NHS, they're also values that we should embody every day in our personal lives, academic lives, professional lives, and they're important to keep in mind. With scholarship, I think of the connections that I've made, and it's more than just a GPA, it's a commitment to lifelong learning. And connections, meeting people, networking, these are some of the most important things that are required to succeed. And you can learn so much just by meeting and talking to people and learning new things, which I make it a point to do every day. And I can tell you that in the field that I work in, and others as well, forging relationships is one of the most crucial aspects. And that goes beyond just one field. It perseveres through every sort of aspect of life. It's important to embody those values. So, and with service, it's more than just getting required hours in for graduation or for a certain program. It's a mindset. And aside from my day-to-day work, I also serve on the board of directors of a local nonprofit that works to engage youth in community programs. So service can look very different for everybody. It could mean taking care of loved ones. It could mean dedicating a couple of hours to help those in need in the community. And identifying a need and fulfilling it are really what's key to service and understanding service. And building off of that, leadership can look different for everybody as well. It doesn't necessarily mean being in a traditional leadership role or having a title. It's a philosophy. There's a philosophy with leadership that's called servant leadership, which I feel is really important to understand. And I learned that as part of a nonprofit I worked for a while back. And it focuses on the goal of service as a leader. So viewing leadership through a lens of service, which I feel the NHS really focuses on. And I've also had the opportunity to take on a number of leadership roles during and after high school. I've been able to chair a committee in town, manage higher profile campaigns, work on and lead teams of colleagues in my everyday work. So you'll have a lot of opportunities for leadership in your respective journeys as you go on through the workforce or in college. And my advice is to take those opportunities and take advantage of them, because the things that you'll learn in those are lifelong and will really have a positive impact on you. And lastly, character. There are endless aspects of good character. I'll highlight just a couple of them. One of them is respect. Respecting others' beliefs and opinions and understanding where someone else is coming from is important for developing relationships, especially in today's environment. And because of the nature of the field that I'm in, disagreements are very common, but it's important to recognize common ground, understand where people are coming from, respect their views and their opinions. And on a similar note as well, another attribute is compassion. It may seem very simple, but people take note when you're kind and show empathy, and that in itself can get you very far, whether it's in academics, in your professional life, or beyond. So just in closing, as you work through your senior year and prepare for college or entering the workforce, whichever path you choose, my advice is to remember these 4 pillars, what they mean, how to apply them, and always keep that in mind: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Thank you again, and congratulations. Thank you.
Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students, example, graduates. In addition to the strong academic records which establish eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations and serve our school and community through many activities, including serving on student council, athletics, clubs, drama productions, and tutoring. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Westport chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. And we will begin with Dr. McKinnon regarding scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
I'm so glad I am not touching the fire. I'm just going to say that. Just a little aside. Next will be Mr. Granfield to speak to leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power or resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is a meaningful and substantial charge to each of our members.
Next, Mr. Pacheco will speak to service.
Service can be established in the routine of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or public recognition is a quality we seek in our membership and promote for the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow.
So I'll just say Mr. Pacheco had the worst candle to light, so, kudos to you. Next, Mr. Marks will speak to character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, not hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life and once developed grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
At this time, will the new inductees please join us on the stage to participate in the candle lighting and pledge? Please join me in reciting the pledge. Repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its idols the ideals of my school and my life. Thank you. Please blow out your candle. And now, as your name is called, please step forward to receive your token of membership and sign the official chapter register. Michael Braga. Noah Lacey. Cameron Leary. Lily McDonald. Peyton Majeri. Olivia Morris. Cameron Resendiz. Tyler Simonin. Noah Soul. We would like to thank everyone for attending the National Honor Society induction ceremony. We congratulate all of our new senior inductees. Another round of applause for everybody. This is the conclusion of our ceremony. We'll leave the candles lit if anybody would like to come up and take pictures. Have a wonderful evening.